Alrighty, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Today we're doing a car review over a 2017 Dodge Charger Daytona RT. So Daytona, that's a very iconic name in the automotive industry. Dodge had a car in the 1980s called the Daytona. Even Ferrari had a vehicle named the Daytona, likewise with Ford. And that's all going back to the Daytona at Daytona Beach, Florida, home of the Rolex 24-hour and the Daytona 500, and it's pretty much home for the stock car racing. The Daytona 500 is the most iconic track for the stock car racing and one of the most iconic American tracks ever. And this is a commemorance to stock car racing, the Daytona package. But the downside is it is in the center lineup of the Chargers, and it's not at the higher end like you would expect it to be. For 2017, you can get two variants. You can get the RT like this one with the 5.7 liter Hemi V8, or you can get the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 Scat Pack. And this is one of the colors that you could get with the Daytona, the yellow jacket yellow, and it looks really good on this car. Now, as a lot of you guys are asking, what is the Daytona package? Well, the Daytona package adds a lot of cosmetic stuff. The most noticeable one being this right here, the Daytona logo with the matte black stripes going across the end of the car. And that's where the rear wing would be on the Dodge Daytona in the 1980s. Matte black hood stripes right here, matte black roof. But if you come over here, this doesn't look like a normal RT, because the Daytona gets the SRT package as well. So one of the things that the Daytona has is a blacked out grille, special badging, and 20 by 90 inch forged aluminum wheels on here, and you also get a functional hood scoop as well. So the one that we're doing today has a 5.7 liter Hemi V8. It has 370 horsepower and 395 pound-feet of torque. Alrighty, so now we're on the inside of the car, and right over here on the steering wheel is a bunch of arrows, and that will edit the screen right here in the center. So right now it just shows the speed, and then it shows the oil life and the oil pressure, and it shows you reaction time, and then it just does cruise control, which all that stuff is right here on the steering wheel, right here. And then it does some different stuff as well. That one is the fuel economy. And here's the range and stuff. So there's a bunch of different screens that you can have right here on the infotainment, not infotainment center, the gauge cluster. And the gauge cluster looks really good. It has a bunch of hexagons and stuff that Dodge likes to do, because each car company likes to have some different shapes and stuff, and Dodge is hexagons. And then right over here, the infotainment center, very just like all the other infotainment centers that we talked about, like the one in the wide-body Scat Pack, the one in the Hellcats and stuff that we've seen when we rode around with them down in Indy. But you can do a bunch of different stuff. And this one even has performance pages as well. So it just shows a picture of the RT here, but it doesn't have the Daytona package on it. It's just a normal RT. And then just head to a bunch of different stuff. All this cool stuff that we all know and love. So yeah, you can, it just tells you everything that you really want to know. But for the heated seats, heated steering wheel and stuff, it's all inside the infotainment center. You can't do it on the climate control panel right down here. For the heated seats and stuff, you have to head to the infotainment center, which is, and some people like buttons, some people like the screen. That'd be cool if they had both. But talking about the interior for the Daytona package, you get this really cool carbonite brushed metal all right here around the infotainment center and the gauge cluster, and then you also get it down here with around the gear shifter. You also get illuminated cup holders as well, and all Daytonas get a wrapped steering wheel, and it's also heated, and it also gets heated seats in the rear as well. So this screen is an 8.4 inch infotainment center touchscreen. So here you can see these are very big, thick seats, and they are actually quite comfortable. I've ridden around in a couple different Chargers before that have these seats, and I never get sore or anything. I can be in it for a nice long time. And you can see it says Daytona right here on the seats. So this car does 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds, and the engine is mounted to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and that is the only transmission you can get with this car. It's an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it does have it does have an adaptive an active exhaust system. So that means whenever he really gets on it, the exhaust gets louder and lets more exhaust go through, and it won't hold back and build up pressure, which decreases power. Alrighty, so now we're just going for a quick ride around in the Daytona, and the V8 sounds pretty good. You can hear it. It is in sport mode. I hope you guys can hear it, but it does sound pretty good. You can tell there's a little bit difference in sound from the between this 5.7, which we have right up there, and the 6.4 that's in the Scat Pack. But both of them are naturally aspirated, and that's something that more and more manufacturers are not doing anymore.
Holy shit.
Oh, that V8 just sounds nice. Alrighty, so we have launch control up, and we're gonna do launch control. But a cool thing here is you can edit what RPM range you want. So 1500 and all the way up to 3500. So we can have it down here, just because this is the very first time we're doing it, so we're just figuring it out. And then you click activate launch control.
And then stomp it.
Put the foot on the brake, your left foot.
Oh, okay, left foot on the brake.
And then, wait, on control activated, we'll follow instruction on the gauge cluster.
Follow instructions. To launch, press brake and quickly apply full throttle.
And then you can let off.
The brake. Holy shit! That was trippy.
That was the very first time we did launch control. That was only at 1500. You can have it all the way up to 3500, and that would get a really good tire. That was fun.
That was fun.
You can hear the active exhaust system working right there whenever he gets on it. And so like when we're just driving now, it's a bit more quiet, but when he really gets on it, it gets really, really loud. Dodge really knows how to make really fun cars. Wow, that just sounds, I can't get over the V8s from Dodge. They just sound so good.
My 14 didn't sound like this at all.
Alrighty, so that would be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more cool content to come. But as always, adios, chaps.